Tonight, our focus is on the NXT brand and this title here, the United Kingdom Championship. It is unowned. There are a lot of free agents in this tournament. We don't have a whole lot planned for NXT, so we might have to take a look. What I want to do right now is look at the pay-per-view card, and I'll give you guys a chance to look at that as well. Here's what we have so far, officially. Now, this has not been updated after Monday. We do have a WWE Championship match. Andrade, who is in the tournament tonight, taking on Baron Corbin for the WWE title. Now, it is up to Andrade and his representative Linger to decide which championship style of match they want to have. Because if it's just a singles match, okay. If it's a tables match, whatever. I mean, it's Extreme Rules, so go for it. Whatever you want, Linger. But he gets that stipulation choice because it's Money in the Bank. He's cashing it in early. He wants a specific match. We'll see what he decides. Kevin Owens versus Apollo Crews in a tables matchup will take place at the Extreme Rules Horror Show. Trish Stratus versus Bayley will be taking place for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It'll be champion versus champion on that night. Papa Shango will take on Hollywood Hogan for the Undead Army and the Lord of Darkness title. We'll see who wins out of that one. We're still trying to figure out if another match type makes sense for this. If not, we'll probably just do, not Extreme Rules, but no countouts maybe. No. I don't know. I still need to figure this one out. I need to put some thought into it. Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch, Sarah Logan taking on the Kabuki Warriors. Man Meat defending their women's tag titles. And our main event, Drew McIntyre versus Booker T for the My Time WWE title and the World Heavyweight Championship in an Extreme Rules winner-take-all matchup. Booker T winning TMode tournaments last week. Drew McIntyre winning TMode tournaments last week. Drew McIntyre easily defeating John Cena on Monday night. Booker T defeating Chad Gable last Monday. These guys are both on fire. It's gonna be like two bullets fired at each other. It's gonna be a collision, and we're gonna see what comes out of that. Now, we have a couple of other matches that we might put down here. Of course, we have Stone Cold and My Time Triple H. They've got some issues, and if we have some space on this card, we'll go ahead and put that on there. I also kind of want to get in some of the women's division beef that we had a couple weeks back. Maybe we throw them in a fatal four-way number one contendership matchup for Shayna Baszler's NXT Championship. I feel like that is an okay choice too, or whoever hasn't defended their women's title recently. So those are what we have going right now. YouTube, I've already brought you in. I didn't do the clapping thing, I'm sorry, but you're already brought in. Now, we move towards tonight. And tonight, our championship is the United Kingdom Championship. So let's bring you in. Let's bring you in. I'm still pissed Cena lost to Drew. Are you? I'm not. I'm way happy. You see those little punks come in here and try to mouth off to a winner? It's fucking hilarious. Oh my goodness. Let's switch on over. Good. All right, now I'll go quick. Let's before we start. NXT, did you watch it? I did watch NXT. NXT was it was a good show. I liked AEW a little bit better. AEW, almost every single segment, even the women's division, they excelled their storylines. They moved them forward. I feel like, again, even though NXT has interesting characters that I really, really like Keith Lee, like Io Shirai is the champion, right? All of these awesome characters. I still think AEW packs a heavier punch, and they always leave the show on a high note. Always. How do you feel about the Karrion Kross and Keith Lee? I'm not sold on Karrion Kross. I'm not sold on him. We'll see. Maybe this Keith Lee feud will be the one that makes me go, okay, I get it. I see him. I see what he is about. I understand. But right now I'm just... He's okay. He's okay, I guess. Now, I will say that if Scarlett and Karrion Kross don't go after Mia Yim, they've made a mistake. They really should go after Mia Yim. I feel like maybe they could write the story a little bit better than what'd she do? She crushed up his headphones or something? I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a message to him. I don't know. It was a little odd that he would care that much about his headphones, and it's just like not something, I guess, enough for me to believe that Lee would be that upset. Like, I'd be like, I mean, I'm a two-time champion. I'm a North American champion. I'm an NXT champion. I'll just buy some new headphones. Like, I'll buy some new headphones. I don't need to worry about it. So, I mean, that whole thing was a little weak, in my opinion. I'll say that the NXT matches and the most of the card of AEW tonight felt really rehearsed. Like there was a lot of like, okay, I'm ready. Oh, okay, go a little bit further back. Okay. Like everything that felt a little bit more like a dance. I feel like my favorite matches of the night were probably FTR versus Lucha Brothers, or Moxley versus Cage on the AEW side of things. Everything else to me felt like, oh, okay, this happened, then this happened, then this happened. Then it didn't feel like gritty or a fight, and it felt like we knew what was going to happen. That John Moxley match was superb. Awesome. I'm suspicious. Did you see the video WWE put out on Twitter of the Fiend going to the psychiatrist? I saw it and I skipped it. I skipped it. Like, there's no way. Like, I hate what they do to the Fiend, man. If I'm a psychiatrist and I see the Fiend, I freak the F out. Okay? I freak the F out. I don't just sit there and go, I was expecting Bray Wyatt. That's when I was like, don't care. Don't care. I don't like what they're doing with the Fiend's character. The Fiend should be downright frightening. He should be a murderer, a killer. When you wouldn't do that. Like when Jason Voorhees walks in the door, you wouldn't go, oh, I was expecting someone else. Like you'd go, holy me, it's Jason, Jesus Christ, and you tried to get out of the room. Like the door should have shut. There should have been screaming and laughing from Bray Wyatt. That's what that should be. That's what that should be. I don't know. I didn't watch the rest of the commercial, but it's Ambrose, not Moxley. Oh, my bad. My bad. We're gonna get to we're gonna get into a weird state in WWE 2K when this becomes really outdated. I mean, this game's already outdated by like 7 or 8 months when it comes out, and this was last November, October, November, and we're gonna get even more outdated. Because this game, it's the only one. The one thing that does make me a little bit upset is I saw the promo for... let me grab my Pepsi. Oh, boy. I saw the promo for Bray Wyatt and Braun, and I was like, oh, okay, this is a solid promo. But then Braun was like, I'm going to feed you to an alligator. And I was like, oh, like the video game. Okay. It's just one of those WWE things that they do where it's like, oh, let's pimp the video game at the same time. But they do it in the worst way imaginable. There's no subtlety to it. It's just disgusting. I don't like it. I don't like the way they do shit like that. Because now it's just like that match seems cartoony to me. It feels like I'm going to go watch a WWE Battlegrounds game match this Sunday. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I like the grittiness. I like the realness. I like the almost UFC vibe that AEW puts out with like Moxley going, oh, okay, I mean, you say that I can't hit you with the paradigm shift. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'll just rip your bicep off your arm then. Boom. Easy. Done. Easy. Done. And guess what? The match told that story. Fucking beautiful. So good. And then they easily transition to the next feud. It's so simple. It's so fun. It's so good. Whereas like NXT goes, hey, what's New Japan doing? Oh, double champion? Okay, let's try to do that too. Now, I understand I have a winner-take-all match as well, but in TMode universe, the whole point is getting multiple championships. So that's our gimmick. So, I mean, New Japan and NXT, we did that. We did that all the way back in November. I don't know when New Japan did it, but we did that too. Swear to God, Prophet, one of these days, you're going to push my buttons with this Moxley stuff. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I got to keep up with his name. Also, I saw AEW one time today. RGO, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Also, I watched AEW one time today, but did you catch what happened on AEW? I did. AEW was a pretty solid show. Like, it hit beats kind of like all throughout the night. It had some dips. Right? I still struggle with their tag division. Like, I like the Jurassic Express. I like all those guys. But it's just when their matches are on, I just go, I'll wait for the pay-per-view to watch it. Like, wrestling doesn't hook me right now, right? Where I just go, okay. So I found myself going, oh, this match is still going? Okay, cool. And then I went through Twitter and stuff. I threw out a few tweets. Nyla Rose debuting her new manager. Fantastic, great. But it hit those high beats for me this week on AEW. Felt like an important show. NXT had a couple title matches, but there's no way in hell Keith Lee was dropping to Donovic Dijakovic or Io Shirai dropping to Tegan Nox. No way in hell. And the next feud, there ain't no way in hell she's dropping it to Dakota Kai either. Okay? It ain't happening. I'm developing a stutter. Clearly. It's not happening. So it's like on NXT, it's like, okay. Alright, whatever. Okay. The NXT Tag Team Champions, nowhere to be found. Well, who even are the NXT Tag Team Champions? Didn't they drop it to Imperium? Riddle and Thatcher? Thatcher I liked this week. So Imperium wasn't even there. The Cruiserweight Champion had a really good promo. And again, that's why the title's up there. That's why it's up there. I'm going to tell you, WWE. Santos Escobar, Raul Mendoza, and Joaquin Wilde, those guys, they're... Buy your stocks in them. They're going to shoot up. Buy stocks in those three guys, because they're going to be something big, guaranteed. Alright, I want to start the show, and we'll get back to the comments. Tozawa taking on Andrade, Mr. Money in the Bank, and represented by Linger in the chat. Linger wants to pick up a few more fantasy points, but look who's at the bottom of the bracket. Drew McIntyre, my guy, the My Time TMode champion, the IC Gold Belt TMode champion, the 2-time champion. Gonna look to be a 3-time champion tonight. I'm gonna look to take one over on Lashley. This is a little bit of a rematch from, what was this? Backlash? Was it Backlash that they did last month? It was a pay-per-view we skipped here on TMode with Lashley and McIntyre. And it was a decent match, but yeah, he's gonna get some tonight. I beat Cena on Monday. I won the IC Gold title last week. It's money. Alright, here we go. First match. Tozawa taking on Andrade. Here we go. Welcome to the show. When the man comes around, 97. Welcome to the show, man. One underrated WrestleMania gem was Angle Benoit Jericho WrestleMania 2000. It was a 2 falls match where the first fall was for the Intercontinental title and the second fall was for the European title. Correct me if I'm mistaken. Let me see if I can remember what happened there. Angle won the European title. Benoit won Intercontinental. Am I correct? Christian Aaron, the part where the guys were drinking the beers, if you look closely, they sharpied out the company on the beer cans since they weren't sponsored. Yeah, well, they have to. They're not allowed to show, I mean, unless you want to pay royalties. Like, technically, if I'm doing a show, right, like, this, if I'm doing a show that's making money, they would prefer this to be covered up. Because you're exactly right, they're not sponsored. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Mr. Money in the Bank, as well as one half of your SmackDown Tag Team TMode champions, Andrade.
One half of the SmackDown Tag Team champions, Andrade.
Now this man and Jey Uso have taken the TMode Tag Team title scene by storm. Mr. Money in the Bank, Andrade, working towards the pay-per-view this Sunday at Extreme Rules Horror Show. He will be taking on WWE TMode champion Baron Corbin for the WWE title. He will be cashing in that Money in the Bank for a match at the pay-per-view. But he's also signed up for this tournament. He's got a pretty good first-round draw here against Tozawa. Tozawa is no slouch, however. This is going to be a hard-hitting match. Snap suplex from Tozawa to begin. If you are new here, man, you'll notice that I'm now a 5-time champ. A 5-time champ. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them there. You know how much those cost? Like $400 each. We're styling and profiling on this channel, man. It is a good day to be me. And I'm me every day, so every day's a good day. It's fantastic. Welcome to the show, one and all. Ooh, spinning elbow takes down Tozawa. Without Googling it, I got up to 14, okay? There was a cool stat on NXT tonight. Without Googling it, for all you NXT buffs out there, out of the 17 NXT champions, can you name them off the top of your head? I got up to 14, but I'm missing a few, and I don't remember who they were. So you guys are going to have to let me know. See if you can name them. See how far you can get, and then let me know what you got. What number did you get up to? Because I got up to 14. I remember most of the early days of NXT. It's the past 2-3 years that I'm super foggy around. Because, I mean, they kind of threw that title around to almost anybody and everybody. Andrade included. So there you go. I gave you one. On AEW, yeah, that was hilarious when they sharpened it out. Yeah. Angle went into the show as holders of both and didn't even get pinned. Okay. I was laughing my ass off. So who did win, RGO? Because I'm trying to remember. I was laughing my ass off. That was my first time laughing at AEW. Really? AEW, man. Orange Cassidy's very, very funny. Jericho's hilarious. Sammy Guevara is quite skilled. We'll see if he does make a comeback. I think he will. Same. Hey, not the damn Dippin' Dots. I got the IC belt. When I went to Mania last year, got a lot of cool signatures on it. Even my fave, Drew McIntyre. Hey, if you're a friend of Drew McIntyre, I'm a friend of yours. My client, Drew McIntyre, tonight will be winning this tournament, guaranteed. And if you want to play in the game, when the man comes around, I'm going to call you the man. The man, if you want to play in the game, very simple. All you got to do is hit / roster. And you can see who is selected already. And you can tell me who you want. I'll add that in. And you can play the game. You can choose one of the great free agents that we have tonight. We got Sheamus, Reigns, Lashley, Bray Wyatt. A lot of good free agents out there tonight. Chances for you to earn some quick fantasy points. First round matchup here between Andrade and Tozawa. Andrade going to the top rope. Might be looking for a moonsault. He's got it. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Going for the pin and the win. 1, 2. It's a kick out by Tozawa. Chris Benoit won the IC title. I remember that. And Jericho won the European title. Gotcha. Okay. And he wasn't even pinned, Angle? Oh, that's too bad. Adam Cole. And let me see. Oh yeah, Adam Cole. Wait. What? Christian, are you saying you want to select Adam Cole? Is that what you're saying? Is my boy Monday Night Messiah available? He is not. Seth Rollins is picked by Linger. Don't worry. After this match, I'll go to the sheets. I'll kind of navigate it. I'll give everybody a little bit of a refresher on how this works, especially the YouTube folk. We did have a YouTube selection last night. So, YouTube selection, I was in the middle of playing Halo, and man, oh man, a YouTube selection came down the pipes. In fact, a winner of a TMode title this past Friday night. The Miz is now out of free agency. He has been selected by somebody up on YouTube, a longtime YouTube supporter of mine, Vic McPhee. And we're going to see if Vic makes the transfer over to Twitch, and I'll go ahead and move Miz over to his Twitch account. Going for the pin. 1. Off of a neck breaker, no good. Andrade taking some damage in this first round matchup. A little bit more so than necessary, I think, as Mr. Money in the Bank. I mean, he's got a heavy lineup tonight, of course, trying to go for the United Kingdom Championship. On Sunday, takes on Baron Corbin for the WWE TMode Championship. And he is a holder of the SmackDown Tag Team TMode title. He is represented by Linger as well. Linger has made a lot of really good, smart picks in this fantasy game. He has really taken it by storm. A huge competitor. But I'm winning. I'm in the lead. And tonight I'm going to extend that lead with a Drew McIntyre win. Andrade. Tossing Tozawa off the ropes into a huge clothesline. Into the corner. He was going to look for perhaps a running knee. Oh, looks for the running knees. He misses. A big slap. Gonna go to the top. Moonsault. Oh no! Oh my god, but the knees came up! The knees came up! Tozawa hits with the knees, the midsection of Andrade. Impacted. Discus forearm. Tozawa measuring. Is he gonna hit this? Wow, what a snap German going for the pin and the win. 1, 2, 3, and Andrade eliminated very quickly. A distracted Andrade during this match. Tozawa with the upset victory tonight. He got a little flashy, went to the top rope, and the knees came up from Tozawa. Finishes it with a beautiful, beautiful German suplex. I mean, look at that. A free agent saying, hey, there's some people in the chat that want to play the game. I'm a free agent. Akira Tozawa showing his worth here tonight. Getting a win over Mr. Money in the Bank. Fantastic. All right, let's update that real quick, and then we'll go over to the sheets and we'll do a little bit of a lesson. Oops, that's not right. Andrade getting a quick beat tonight. And Linger's luck continues to be not so great in these tournaments. Wow, that is insane. Would appreciate it. New here and would love to participate. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's go ahead and explain this. Now, I will say that it is not the easiest thing in the world to explain, and it will take some time for you to see, to understand.